Included. Well, let's talk now to the UKIP leader, Nigel Farage, who joins us from Strasbourg. Good morning to you, Mr Farage. We heard from your colleague Suzanne Evans earlier, rather wryly questioning the Conservatives' interests in the Greens being included. You must rather feel as though the Conservatives are offering you an open goal here.
Well, perhaps they are. I mean, don't forget, David Cameron has been a big advocate for these debates. I mean, 10 times last year he said they must happen, they'd be valuable. The broadcasters got together, they made a proposal that 4 parties should be involved. We then had the Ofcom ruling last week declaring there are 4 major parties in British politics and the Greens aren't one of them. And frankly, it is not for David Cameron, as the leader of one of those 4 parties, to dictate to the broadcasters, Ofcom and the British public who should be in these debates. And I very strongly think that you as broadcasters should go ahead. And I've been looking at Section 6 of the BBC's editorial guidelines, in which it says the refusal of an individual or an organisation to make a contribution should not be allowed to act as a veto on the appearance of other contributors holding different views. So if the BBC says we are going ahead with these debates as planned, my guess is that David Cameron will buckle and say yes and join in.
How much do these debates actually matter to voters, do you think, anyway, in terms of making up their minds about how they're going to cast their vote?
Well, I mean, in 2010, we had these debates for the first time. A total of 22 million people engaged with the debates. I mean, that's a staggering number of people. And I think that for people living busy lives, working hard, perhaps politics not to the fore in their lives, I think for them, the chance to see these debates and engage with these debates may be the only bit of the election that they watch. So I think from a democratic perspective, these debates have now become central and really very important indeed.
If these debates go ahead without Mr Cameron, would an empty podium really be appropriate?
Oh, wholly appropriate. I mean, look, it is not for him to set the terms of these debates. It's for the broadcasters and Ofcom. They have done their job. They have made it clear. After all, we live in a free country.
He has a right, though, to say if he doesn't want to take part, why should there be an empty podium in theory?
Well, I've just read you Section 6 of your own BBC editorial guidelines. And if the BBC think that televised debates are an important, if not essential, part of the modern-day election process, and they go ahead with them, if David Cameron chooses not to turn up, then that's his hard luck. My guess is that if the broadcasters stand firm, he will change his mind.
Very briefly, Mr Farage, UKIP has unveiled its candidate for South Basildon and Thurrock. The third candidate, of course. Is it third time lucky, do you think, for the party with this man?
Well, yes, we've unveiled Ian Luder, who's been a Labour activist for many years, and just a few years ago was Lord Mayor of the City of London. He is impressive, he is a professional, he lives in the constituency, and he'll go on, I think, and have every chance of winning that seat. Yes, we've had some ups and downs with that constituency.
OK, Nigel Farage, thanks for your time this morning.